fuck was wrong with you?
I don't know.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
Well, I've only drank piss once. How are you?
Good.
I had a nice shit just then. It was a one wiper.
Yeah. Stand up for it.
Fuck no.
Wrong.
I can't wait for, even if one person says you're a fucking weirdo, I can't wait for that.
They're not going to. There's no way.
Here, we've done this in this fucking tattoo shop a million times where I've asked the entire room and I went, how do you wipe? How do you wipe? How do you wipe? And I just tell everyone, he wipes on it, and everyone just goes, what the fuck? You've had 2 people agree with you out of probably about 30.
I honestly don't even remember the 2 people that agreed.
Well, one of them was the guy that used to work here.
Oh, no.
That was what you had in common with him. So
no.
yeah.
No.
And the other one, I can't remember. But I remember one client one time.
The other thing was wiping your ass the same.
I remember one client going, I wipe my ass stood up as well. And I was like, fuck. And it was on a quiet day. I think it was like, there was only like 6 people in the room. And one guy went, I wipe my ass stood up as well. And I was like, oh, great. All statistics are in your favour, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, 2 out of 30.
Yeah. But in the grand scheme, yeah.
Why are we talking about this again?
Because I just want to shame you hard for it. I want you to wipe your ass like a normal human being.
I don't think wiping's the best method. I want a Bday.
Yeah, I would like a Bday.
Yeah.
I've never used one. Have you used one?
Yeah, to clean my feet.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, my grandma had one when I was younger.
So you cleaned your feet?
Yeah, I didn't really know what it was for. It was just like a little tiny bird bath situation in my grandma's house.
Why'd your grandma have a Bday?
Wash her arsehole. Her arsehole.
Well, I know that, but like...
Ping.
I'm guessing this was like in the fucking 70s or something, so it's pretty...
I wasn't born in the 70s.
You're old!
You look older than me.
Yeah.
If we stood next to each other and got a photo, they would think you were my older brother.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you that someone at Machine's Work thought I was 42 the other day?
That's generous.
And I was so offended by that. I was like, 42? I'm not even 30.
How long till you're 30?
1 year and 1 month.
Just a year would have been fine.
1 year? Yeah, but I'm not 29 yet, so...
Yeah.
People would assume I'm 29, and I'm not.
2023.
Fact check that shit. 23 is going to be... I'm getting married, and I'm turning 30 in 23.
Cool. So 2 devastating blows to life.
Yeah. There'll be a lot of tears that year.
Yeah, sounds like it. You always want to talk about crying, don't you?
I like to cry. Because there's nothing wrong with it, Kier.
No, there's not. Let's move on swiftly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we know there's
Before
nothing.
you start crying.
We equally cry the same amount, and that's fine because we're both the same level of in touch with our feelings.
That's not true in the slightest.
Moving on. Hard move.
Hard move before you have a mental breakdown.
Yeah. I'm going to just do my DJ voice just to break the tension.
Go on then.
On the wheels of steel.
I do love your DJ voice.
KLP bringing you the hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today.
Jesus Christ, that is good.
Thank you.
That is really good.
And over to Daryl for the weather.
Was that the DJ voice? Sorry, I'm not doing the weather. Was that the DJ voice you used when you were a DJ?
No, I used to go to do like discos with my dad.
Yeah.
But I was very much like the helper.
Oh, right. You said you did it by yourself, like eventually though, didn't you?
I just did like the beginning bit before the party really started.
Oh, you were the warm-up act.
I was essentially the warm-up act.
Disco.
Yeah. And I was heavy into hip-hop and grime. So
There wasn't much about. Killed the room.
But I could only play a lot of what my dad had on CD. So the only grime song I could play was like Wiley, What You Call It.
Right.
What You Call It, Garage.
I don't know what that song is.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's probably one of the first songs that was kind of more grime to make it like into the charts, I think. I'm probably wrong. Someone's probably going to go, no, actually it's Kano, P's and Q's or something. But yeah, I think it was that. But yeah, it was on like a mix CD thing that my dad had. And I'd go, shit, Wiley's on this one. It's the only Wiley track he has on CD. So I'm going to play that big time.
And kill weddings.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't really like doing the talking part.
So what did you say? If you said anything, then what was your voice? Was it just your voice?
Hello? No, my voice was breaking and stuff at the time. So
was it?
It wouldn't have been a good time.
Hello?
Hello.
Up next.
I'm his son, and I'm here to play you some music. I'm gonna do a song now.
I'm not quite a DJ yet, but I will be a DJ one day.
I will be the best wedding DJ ever.
I'll be a DJ just like my dad.
Yeah. No, I used to help him carry all the stuff in, get set up. Then I would start drinking pretty early into the evening, because what would happen at weddings is that people would buy the DJ's drinks. And my dad doesn't drink, never has drank.
Oh, really?
No, never. Never had a drink in his life.
Right.
And so he would be like, oh, yeah, I'll have an orange juice and lemonade. And I'll be like, bullshit, you will. I'll buy you an orange juice and lemonade, which I didn't. And we'll have 2 beers, please. So I'd just get 2 pints and then I'd sit there and drink them. By the end of the night, I'd have had 7, 8, 9 pints.
You were a teenager?
As a teenager, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Later into my teens, that was. 17, 18. I was doing that. In the earlier years, I wasn't drinking as much. I'd go out after, though.
What was your dad's DJ voice? Did he have a voice?
It was quite similar to what I just did.
Oh, really?
But nicer. Like, it was softer. It was actually really good for what you'd want as a wedding DJ voice, if that's what you had.
You know I'm going to ask you to do it.
I don't think I can only do like an exaggerated caricature version of it.
Just soften it.
Yeah. Hey guys, grab someone, bring them up to the dance floor. Yeah, something like that. It's kind of like
That's definitely
and nice.
softer. So
Yeah, he used to do some radio DJing as well before that. Yeah.
wow,
It's how he paid to get through university, was by doing wedding DJing and stuff. I owe a lot to him for
talents.
all my eclectic taste in music.
You do not have an eclectic taste.
I do. I have a very, very wide range of music knowledge.
No, you don't.
If I was on Nevermind the Buzzcocks, I would win.
I mean, knowledge. I don't know what your knowledge is. Your music taste is not eclectic.
Not around you, because when I come here, I tend to just put hip hop on because it's easy to put on. Everyone gets on with it.
Yeah, but then you hadn't even listened to Fleetwood Mac Rumours until like a month ago.
Which isn't hip hop, is it?
That was so hard.
Every fucking time. Just don't put it there.
I like it there. It's supportive.
Yeah, I hadn't listened
feel
to
unsupported.
I hadn't listened to Fleetwood Mac Rumours.
So how is your music taste eclectic if you haven't listened to
you know
one
what,
of the
I'd say-
greatest albums of all time?
I would say that I know a lot of the hits from different decades, don't necessarily know the depth of work behind each person. It's like, if I could probably name like the top songs of people, but I wouldn't go, oh, this album was amazing. And I think that's probably from the DJing, because I'd only ever hear the hits, the ones that you would play at that kind of venue, the big ones, and I'd never really listen to albums. I'm not really much of an album listener.
So how is your music taste eclectic?
Eclectic just means it's a wide range of genres you listen to.
Yeah. I don't think yours is.
It absolutely is.
What genres?
Yours is much more closed than mine is.
Fucked.
If it's not straight edge or gangster rap, I'm not listening.
Mate, I have a fucking playlist that I cry to.
Yeah.
I have an atmospheric playlist. I have a sad playlist. I have a black metal playlist. I have a death metal playlist. I have a 80s playlist. I have a killers playlist. I have a hardcore playlist, obviously, and a hip hop playlist, which you have already mentioned. I have a grind playlist separate to the hip hop playlist. I listen to a lot of genres of music, which I don't think you do.
I definitely do.
Go on then. What genres do you listen to?
Sometimes I'll listen to some jazz.
Okay.
I don't listen to jazz. That was a lie.
I thought
shouldn't
it was.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yep.
I will put
I don't
classical
listen to
on.
jazz either. So.
Sometimes put a bit of classical on.
Same. Yep.
I'm going to do some writing or
That's
painting.
on my atmospheric playlist.
Oh, right.
So my atmospheric playlist is classical, black metal, like some synthy dance, but like really like trance, like slowed down. The black metal is like atmospheric black metal. That's a whole subgenre of black metal. Acoustic. That's all my atmospheric playlist. See this is what I'm saying? My playlists all have so many different genres in them, which is why I would say I'm quite eclectic. The Tower of Hearts playlist is like emo, pop punk, new metal, metal, rock, indie.
But then if anything is more dancey, you're not interested.
I have a dance playlist.
But you don't listen to like garage or dance hall or dance pop. Like everyone in the shop, when they put up their Spotify thing, everyone that said dance pop on it, like, huh? Why is this here? Dance pop was my number one last year. The dance pop had some fucking bangers last year.
I listen to a lot of dance, Kier.
One of the biggest
Which you're
years
not-
for dance
which you're
music
not
last
aware
year
of.
in recent times.
I just don't like it in the shop. That's literally that's the difference. So whenever dance is on in the shop and I go, ugh, it's not because I don't like it. I like it. I just don't think it suits a tattoo shop. That's literally all I think. So whenever it's on, I try to subtly be like, shall we change the playlist? Because I just think because I've been in a shop where they've been playing dance or fucking death metal, and those two genres are so in different ways that I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I think in a tattoo shop you should have like kind of rhythmic, upbeat music in some way, shape, or form.
but not dance pop, which is both rhythmic and upbeat.
It's too aggressive. Too aggressive
But if
already.
it was like,
If it's anything that's like just like trance, I'd probably get on board with,
yeah,
because it's like it's relaxing. It's like it comes in and out, builds and peaks and drops. And whereas I think dance music, maybe we've got different understandings of dance music, but my understanding, like what Sam had on the other day,
yeah,
it's too aggressive for me.
that's a great song.
But the playlist, some songs were banging on it. The one song where I said I think we should change the playlist, then that one song came on. I was like, this is a banger. That I can't remember what it was.
I think it's just very upbeat and nice.
I think
Makes
it
you
was
feel
Baby
good.
Cakes. Baby Cakes.
No, well, it was Heartbroken by T2.
Oh, it was. That's a banger.
Yeah. I don't know fashion too. I do.
We literally went for different bits then. I went for the main bit. It's a
Nailed it.
banger.
Yeah, it is.
See? Is
Great
that
song.
garage? What is that?
Tough one, that, isn't it? Because it's somewhere
Garage.
between.
Garage dance.
Same as that H2O, the one you just said as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what other genres of music do you use? Do you listen to any metal?
Yeah.
Do you listen to anything heavy?
Yeah.
Like what?
Disturbed.
No. That's new metal.
Oh,
I meant metal.
old metal.
Well, not old
Black
metal.
Sabbath.
Old metal. Yeah, Black Sabbath would count. That's metal.
Yeah,
That's
Motley
classic
Crue.
metal. Do you listen to any modern metal?
I struggle to know what genre they go into. Would Slipknot be in that? I'd listen to Slipknot.
It's kind of new metal. I think it'd be more new metal because they came up in the new metal era.
And it's slightly more melodic at points. And
Yeah.
singing wise, there's some more
Which goes
melodic
more
bits.
with classic metal,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't call them anything other than metal or new metal. That's what I would call them.
I struggle to put those groups into genres and know which one they would fit in. Like, because the other day I put on Amity Affliction,
Yeah,
and I don't really know what genre that falls in.
probably death metal.
That's death metal.
Yeah, I'd put that in death metal.
Yeah, so that's more metal that I listen to.
Okay. Didn't know you listened to Amity Affliction.
Yeah. Did it sometimes.
Okay.
No, I do listen. I do listen. I've got a CD in the car right now. I don't listen to it because I don't listen to CDs. But
Do you listen to any acoustic? Slowed down.
yeah. James Bay.
Who?
No, you don't have to wear your best fake smile. Yeah, I like him.
I have no idea what that is.
Ed Sheeran.
Oh, God,
That's
yeah,
as
you do
acoustic as it gets. Yeah. I do like Ed Sheeran.
Maybe you do have an eclectic taste in music.
I've been listening to a lot of funk and soul recently.
Okay.
Yeah, and really enjoying that.
All right. I don't
Yeah.
listen to any funk and soul.
Yeah. You should, because if you listen to like funk and soul playlists, you'll constantly hear 90s hip hop
Yeah,
the
I know
whole way
that,
through
yeah.
it. It's
I do.
awesome.
I have a playlist that it's not my playlist, but it's one that I've saved, which is it's all just songs that have really famously sampled from hip hop.
So it's amazing to hear because you'll just hear like a 2-bar bit of a
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
And you go, oh, that's what's looped in X.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zip-it. Exhibit.
X gonna give it. Why do you think X is so prominent in hip hop?
I don't know. It's probably not a straight edge reference as you would hope.
I wish it was.
I don't know.
There is a
Triple X, because of the triple X for being like alcohol or being adult things.
yeah. I suppose X in the letter X in general is quite a.
It's going to sound dumb, but X is like a cross. It is a cross letter.
I really thought you were going to go. It's going to sound dumb, but X is going to give it to you. That's what I was hoping you were going to do.
And fuck waiting for you to get it on your own.
Yeah.
Because X is going to deliver it.
It's going to deliver to you. Yeah. Knock, knock. Open up.
Who's there? Yeah, there is a lot of X's. What's that guy that is it Tenacious?
Tenacious. What?
XXX is the last bit.
Tenacious D.
No, they got the guy
Tenacious D though.
Tenacious D.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
They're fucking sick.
Yeah.
I love Tenacious D. Carry on. Tenacious. Oh, you're on about the one that
Is
died?
Tenacious triple X?
Oh, who are you on about? He died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is it extension?
No, it's not extension.
Oh, it's something like that. I can't remember. He had face tattoos and...
Love his stuff.
Really?
No, I can't remember his name.
Oh.
Some of the things I'm going to say on here aren't meant to be truthful or serious. I'm just going to get this out of the way now.
You're not being serious all the time.
Sometimes I'll say things just to get laughs. And they won't even be my own deep thoughts or feelings.
When you said you loved me.
Oh, that was definitely a joke, yeah. Serious mean. It was funny because it is true.
Do you love me?
A little bit.
Is this genuinely serious now?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Do you love me?
Sometimes.
I was really pleased with that, to be honest, because I was 100%
I have no
sure.
qualm with saying I definitely love you as a friend. Obviously. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, this is really
As a friend,
now.
just in case you just didn't want to clarify that.
I love you in a much less platonic way.
Really?
No. So this is how this is going to work.
That's a joke. But I do love you as a friend.
Oh, wait a minute. When you say things, it's not always serious either.
Yeah, but I'm allowed to do that.
Right. I see. Okay.
You're not.
Cool. It's good to get this out.
Because
early.
I'm the fun one, remember? I'm the fun one. I make the jokes. Jokes. And you're the... Fuck off.
That was the most Geordie you've sounded.
I did sound pretty... Jokes. Fucking jokes. What's that? Was that your impression of a Geordie laughing?
I don't know how Geordies laugh.
Loud.
What other music do I listen to? I love AC/DC.
Okay.
You don't like AC/DC?
No.
Are you fucking insane?
Genuinely, I do not like AC/DC.
One of the best rock bands ever, if not the
I don't care for them.
greatest selling band of all time.
AC/DC, Metallica, and Kiss. Kiss are all right. I'll take Kiss away from that, actually, but some of their songs do annoy me. But AC/DC and Metallica are two examples of bands that I hate just because of the vocalist.
That's bullshit.
As in their vote.
That's the best bit.
Don't like it. Not at all.
You're categorically wrong.
I would agree.
AC/DC,
I know I'm wrong.
AC/DC
The
were a big
stadium
band.
selling out is probably proving that I'm wrong. I'm not going to dispute it.
Yeah.
But I still just don't like them.
AC/DC were a really big band. And then the lead singer died. Bon Scott died.
Did he?
Yeah. And then they replaced him with, well, they didn't replace him. They wanted to carry on the band with a new singer and got Brian Johnson, who is a Geordie, funnily enough.
I know that, yeah.
Yeah. You'd know from probably around your way.
Yep.
And then managed to make the best selling album of all time.
Okay.
The only album to sell more, I think, is Michael Jackson's Thriller. So it's the Back in Black is the biggest selling album
you're
ever.
wrong. I swear you're wrong.
I'm not.
I swear Michael Jackson does have the biggest selling album.
Yeah, Thriller.
Yeah.
And then right underneath that, second, is Back in Black by AC/DC.
Really?
So AC/DC have the biggest album for a band ever. And that was the first album they brought out after their lead singer died.
Oh my God, I'm so bored.
Yeah.
You really like AC/DC.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
No, it's not. Honestly, you're so wrong about this. There'll be more people that listen to AC/DC and stand up wiping their ass than you think.
Oh, Jesus. Right, I'll agree that... I know that not liking AC/DC and Metallica is, like, not normal. I know that. Wiping your ass sat down is perfectly normal. Wiping your ass stood up is not.
Yeah.
Don't make me do an Instagram poll. I will do it. I won the last one I did.
Yeah. True.
So I didn't win the one before that, which was a sad day for me.
What was that one again? I remember me being on your side with that one.
The first one,
Yeah, I can't remember what it was though.
it was with Ellis.
Oh, Row.
Tudor Raw, yeah.
Row.
Raw.
Not Tudor Row, just Row, right?
No, the conversation started because of her having... Her shop is on Tudor Raw. R-O-W.
R-O-W.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I then said... She was talking to me like about what to name it, and she ended up naming it Tudor Raw Tattoo. And I said, yeah, do that, because then you could make the logo a raw deer.
Yeah.
And then she was like, why would I do that? And I was like, because you're on Raw, and it's raw. Because I just said deer, sorry. I just said deer. And she's like, why would I make it a deer? And I was like, because of raw deer. And then she was like, what are you on about? I was like, raw deer. And then she Googled it and was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. I see raw as fish eggs.
Which is fucking insane.
Mate, that's what I said. I was like, you are fucking mental. Like, I've never even heard of that. Like, and she was like, no, it's a really big thing down, because she's from West Midlands. She's like, everyone around here, if you say raw, it's fish eggs. I was like, and I was so adamant. I was like, you are fucking wrong. And that cannot be true. And then I Googled it, obviously, raw was fish eggs. I was like, okay, I'll acknowledge that. Because I'd never even heard of that. Fish eggs for me was like caviar.
Yeah.
Caviar or fish eggs. But apparently raw is another term for it, for a certain type.
Working class caviar.
No, that's what she said. She said, you get battered raw in chippies down there.
No. I just thought it was a deer.
Exactly.
Is that venison? That sounds great.
Exactly. If I went to a chippy and it said battered raw, I would definitely think that I was getting deer.
Yeah.
But
100%.
no, she was like fish eggs. So then I was so confident in like her being wrong. I was like, Instagram poll that shit. So we did, and it finished on 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it went viral, but it got like 10,000 views on my story.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is high for me.
Yeah.
And I think it was genuinely like about 3,000 or 4,000 votes. But I remember she won by, it was like nearly 100 votes. So
That's crazy.
It appeared 50-50, but she did win.
Oh, a huge factor to this is that you were in the Midlands.
I know.
I'm
aware of that. Yeah.
She works in the Midlands, so she
yeah.
would have shared the poll. So you were kind of sharing it to a lot of Midlands people.
Yeah, I know. But still.
Who apparently don't know what a fucking deer is.
Yep. Because that was the question. The question was, if I say the word raw, R or E, what's the first thing you think of? Fish eggs or a deer?
Deer.
Yep, same. But
do you know the first time I'd learned that row...
the vote doesn't lie.
The first time I learned that row was something else other than that was on that post.
Yep.
I'd never heard that before.
Yeah, I'd never heard it either. Until she said it, I was just like, okay. So that's why I was so adamant that I was like, nah, people are going to agree with me. I am right.
Yeah.
And I obviously it was 50-50, so it was very close, but yeah. And the second one was Sam, cheese and jam.
Oh.
Yeah, and I won that one by a fucking landslide.
What was it? Do you have jam with your cheese, or would you have jam and cheese?
She eats cheese and jam sandwiches. So that was the question. Like, do you eat cheese? Like, how we worded it, but it was, do you eat cheese and jam together? Like, is that something you do? And then
Chutney.
Chutney, yeah. Oh, chutney.
Definitely chutney.
Course.
Chutney's banging.
But cheese and, like, strawberry jam.
Do you remember when we were like, we're definitely not going to call it a food name because we don't want to just talk about food? And it took us 20 minutes to be back on food.
Yeah. Can we shout out Viet Baker?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we just had a thing called Viet Baker, which is just Vietnamese food. We ordered it at what, 12:28.
Yeah.
And it got here at 12:37.
Ridiculous.
9 fucking minutes. The reason we ordered it is because it's quick. It's always quick. But that's a new record.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's insane.
9 fucking minutes. I know it's around the corner, but like...
I mean, people thinking, oh, so is it probably dog shit then if it got there that fast? No. Peng.
So good.
Unbelievably good.
Yep.
Delicious.
I love Vietnamese.
What was that thing called? The little roll with the...
Summer roll.
A summer roll.
Summer roll, yeah.
That was good.
That is good, isn't it?
It tasted like a mojito. Like a solid food mojito.
I don't know what mojitos taste like.
Summer rolls. They taste like summer rolls.
All right.
I think they got some of the same thing in them. Is there mint in there?
Coriander.
Mint. Oh, maybe it's not the same then.
Yeah.
Mojito's got like mint and some other green shit.
Lime, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Neither of those things are in the summer roll.
I don't know.
It was cucumber, coriander, rice noodles, and some other shit.
Either way, banging.
It's good.
Definitely good. You know what else was good? Fleetwood Mac Rumours.
Very good.
I'm bringing it straight back. I haven't stopped
I
listening.
honestly couldn't believe that you hadn't heard that album.
I had heard most of the songs on it though.
Obviously, everyone's heard the songs.
I knew them really well.
If you've watched any American movie in the 80s and 90s, you've heard at least 4 songs from Fleetwood Mac.
Or watched Formula One, as I learned recently.
That's my favourite song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what any of them are called.
Chains. Chains! Gonna keep us together. I've definitely just sung that in the wrong melody, by the way. Nowhere near
I
right.
don't recognise that song at all.
It's the bit after that.
I know it's called Chains, yeah.
And then it builds up to that.
That's the one I probably play the most on it. Unbelievable album. I haven't stopped listening to it.
It's great.
I've listened to it a lot. At least once or twice a week since hearing it in full the first time. Do you know that shuffle button's going off the albums?
What?
You know, on Spotify, when you go on someone's album, it says shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going. Adele said that she wants it removed from Spotify, and Spotify were like, yeah, okay.
Why?
Because albums should be played in order.
I agree with that.
Because they're supposed to tell a story or be a journey through a piece of... They weren't just chucked together. They were designed to go in that order.
So you can still shuffle music, just not albums?
Just not albums.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think that makes sense. Because it actually really annoys me when I accidentally left it on shuffle.
Yeah.
I listen to an album and I'm ready for the next song. Like an album I know really well.
Yeah.
If I was listening to like Marshall Mathers LP, I'd be so ready for the next line.
Yeah.
And if it didn't come on, I'd be, oh, you're a fucking asshole, Kieran. Why have you done this?
That's me in any Blink-182 song.
I don't think I've listened to a Blink-182 album. It's another one where I just listen to the top ones again.
Music taste, but hasn't listened to
No, because that's not what eclectic doesn't mean. You listen to all the albums.
It doesn't, but do you listen to pop punk?
Not massively, but enough.
There you go.
I bet if you put on a pop punk playlist, I would be able to sing along to nearly every song.
Yeah, but that doesn't count because that's not what, like...
That would mean I know them well.
For me, an eclectic, like your eclectic music taste would be what you listen to in your own time out of choice.
I do sometimes listen to pop punk.
Do you?
I would listen to it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not Blink-182.
I love that. I love the Good Charlotte album when that came out.
Terrible album.
Oh, yeah, it's popular, so I don't like it anymore.
Mate, I've just said I love Blink-182, the most popular pop punk band of all time.
Yeah, and Alien Hunters of all time.
What?
That's what they do, isn't it?
No, one of them.
What does Rise Against come under?
Ooh.
Because that's got to be right on the top end of like being heavy pop punk, right?
I would say they definitely would go in pop punk, but they're kind of like punk rock. I hate saying
That's very broad, though.
punk rock.
Because punk rock would include the Sex Pistols.
No, I'd probably just call it punk. Straight punk. Whereas punk rock, I'd be like Green Day, Rise Against.
How close is Rise Against to hardcore?
Not very.
I know they've done hardcore covers of songs, haven't they? Is Minor Threat a hardcore band?
No. Yes, but no. I think most people who listen to hardcore would agree with me that they're a punk band.
Right, okay.
Their flow and everything is punk. Like their Youth Crew, maybe.
It's weird because all the genres are really broad.
Like Youth Crew is a subgenre of hardcore, but I would say Youth Crew lends itself way more to punk than hardcore, like modern hardcore. But then the problem with hardcore is there's so many subgenres that all come under the same thing. Like I think Malevolence nowadays would be deemed as a hardcore band / like heavy metal. But if you listen to them, they're just a metal band. Like they sound like a metal band, but they have a hardcore following and audience, and they're hardcore kids like themselves. So like, it's a weird one.
It's hard with the genres because they're all so broad. Like on Spotify, on that wrap-up thing, it said I'd listened to 2,200 genres. And I was like, there isn't 2,200 genres.
Yeah.
There's like 25. Probably
but
not
it's
25.
subgenres. There's so many subgenres
Yeah.
that you could find. And that's the problem is if you listen to a mixed playlist, there's just fucking hundreds of like genres in there.
Oh, I sometimes listen to country music. Oh. Yeah, I listen to some Johnny Cash. I listened to Johnny Cash the other day.
I listen to Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
That's about where my country
Dolly
is.
Parton.
No.
Luke Bryan.
Who?
It's Adam's favourite, Luke Bryan. Yes, I listen to some country. I listen to some drum and bass occasionally, a bit of Shy FX or something. A nice amount of grime.
Off you're not on Cat.
Yeah.
You fucking love
Never
Cat.
done Cat. Never done Cat in my life.
I was really hoping you'd go along with that there and go, yeah, I love Cat.
Yeah.
I've never done Cat.
Have a TV show through the Cat.
Does that alarm you? Straight edge for 10 years?
No. No.
I smoked a weed once.
I did a joint.
Smoked a little bit of weed.
What else did you do before you became straight edge?
That was it.
You smoked a little bit of weed, got drunk like twice,
I got drunk a lot.
but in a short period of time.
Like 7-8 years.
Because if you're 28, and so that means you went sober at 18 when you were finally legal to drink.
Yeah. Okay, so I started when I was 12. Like, drinking every now and
Is that quite late for Teesside?
then. Nowadays, yeah. Back then, it was probably about, like, everyone started drinking around 12, 13.
Yeah, I think that's what we did down south as well, on the cider.
Yeah.
Big bottles of Strongbow, because they're like £3 for 3 litres or something.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Strongbow.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's got money.
Yeah. Well, we went on no white lightning shit. If it was really, really good.
The first time I ever got like actually drunk was Bianco. Did you ever drink Bianco?
No.
Came in a glass bottle,
Yeah.
so you felt a bit fancy. But it was just Lambrini.
Yeah, we'd had Lambrini.
Cheap Lambrini Bianco.
That was only for like a special occasion we'd have Lambrini.
It was Lidl's Lambrini.
It was like cat piss, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like £2 for like a fucking 3-litre bottle. I drank the whole thing. This was when I was 12. And then I was paralytic. Like, I drank the whole thing. Again, the whole 3-litre thing I drank. And I drank it in about, because it tastes delicious.
Yeah.
Like, it barely had a kick because it was like 3% alcohol. So I was just like, ooh, this is just like lemonade. Like, just necking it. And I think I drank it in about an hour. So I was fucked. And then I was with some people that weren't very nice. And they pissed in a bottle and gave it to me.
Nice.
And I drank it.
Good friends.
Real good friends. Yeah. So I drank piss. The first time I ever got drunk. And then after that, I wandered the streets of Stockton. So from basically Stockton's Riverside to KFC, which is like maybe a 15-minute walk. I walked from there, intermittently stopping and just being sick for like minutes.
Whereabouts is that? Is that near, you know that Palmo place you sent me to?
Yeah.
Is that near there?
The KFC is like, so where you played your gig, the KFC is round the corner from there.
Okay.
And then the waterfront's like down near the water. Like,
So for context, that place is dangerous.
yeah, it was pretty
I'm pretty sure someone was trying to swap cigarettes for blowjobs down that street.
probably.
I went to go get cash out of the machine and I was shitting myself.
It's not that bad.
There were people huddling around with alcohol, just looking at me while I was withdrawing cash like they'd never seen money before. We only do things for blowjobs around here. What is this with your fancy money?
Stockton's not that bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah, that was the first time I ever got drunk. I was violently sick, drank piss. Yeah.
That's a good time. I only ever drank piss once, and it was completely off my own volition.
Why?
Is that the right word? Seems like it'd be.
I think so, yeah.
You know when you sound a little bit
I knew
smarter
what
than you
meant.
actually are?
I knew what you meant.
Contextually, it was there.
Yeah.
Is that how you say contextually?
I don't fucking know. Remember,
Anyway.
we're both idiots.
We were at, in Southampton in a club, and we somehow got access to this like VIP room.
Okay.
Which a VIP room in a club is dog shit.
Yeah.
It puts you away from everyone else where all the fun's happening. You can't hear the music as well, and everyone thinks you're a cunt.
Yeah.
And that all they do extra is they bring you drinks over. But we managed to get this room, and then I didn't want to lose the room by going to the toilet.
Okay.
So we were just like sneaking off to the corner and just taking a piss in the corner. And then the glasses were kind of filling up a lot. Everyone was just talking, having a conversation. And I just grabbed one of my pints of piss and just went, fuck it.
What?
And I just like gave it a gulp and went, actually, that's not bad. That's pretty much like water.
God, what is wrong with you?
I just thought it would be a good idea.
Yeah, my camera's not on again. What is going on?
I don't know.
Are the memory cards full?
No, it'd been deleted off of. But yeah, I just decided to drink this bit of piss and then thought, actually, that's not that bad. So drank quite a bit more of it.
Gross.
I was probably 18-ish, maybe 8.
What the fuck was wrong with you?
I don't know.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
Well, I've only drank piss once.
And it was by accident.
By accident. Someone else's. And I definitely took a mouthful before I realised they were laughing at me. It's quite a traumatic experience.
I would have laughed at you as well.
It's not very nice.
I paused then to say by accident because I've heard more and more Americans say on accident.
On accident.
On
I
accident.
hate that.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It happened on accident. It shouldn't be there. It's by accident. Because by is saying to which the blame was by accident.
Yeah, but look at the way they spell colour.
Like by me, by you, by accident.
Have you seen how they spell colour?
How do they spell it? Like color.
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 Uh-huh.
Color. Like colon.
Yeah. But with an R. Color. I'm not into it.
Yeah, nor am I. Maybe they just did it on accident one time and then just stuck.
What are your favourite albums of all time?
Favorite albums of all time?
Yeah.
That's a tough question because it's kind of based on how I'm feeling at the time of being asked, for one.
Yeah.
That's a big one. why they would be my favorite albums, why I would listen to them. Or
Yeah,
why
but
I'd be,
just fucking rattle a few off. Like, if you're like, oh yeah.
I'm definitely not going to do like a top 5 situation or a top 10 situation.
I'm not, yeah, just
At all.
Your favorite albums.
That Fleetwood Mac Rumours has got to be straight in there.
You've listened to it for a month.
I've listened to it a lot this month. A lot.
Okay.
That's got to be straight up in there. Plus, like, yeah, it's just legendary, isn't it?
It is.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. Every time I just thoroughly enjoy it in the last month.
It's one of those ones that like front to back, it's great. Except
Yeah.
that one song. Do you know what I'm on about?
I don't, because I just like listening to the whole thing.
There's one where it's got the other vocalist who isn't Fleetwood Mac.
Stevie Nicks.
Isn't Stevie Nicks. It's not her. It's the other female vocalist. It's like a piano song.
I wouldn't know. I just play it straight through and don't really.
Yeah, same.
I
But
don't
when it gets
stop
that
to
song, I
know
just
what they're
go,
called.
Skip. Don't like that one.
Harsh. I hadn't thought that. I just enjoyed
most fans don't like her.
it. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it?
No, not like fundamentally. Not like, oh, fuck that
As
bitch.
a person.
But like as a band, everyone's kind of like, yeah, you're not Stevie though. Let's go back to her.
Is that why they don't like her though? Because Stevie Nicks is like iconic.
Yeah, probably.
On her own is iconic.
I think when you're in a band with Stevie Nicks, it's hard.
Kind
to,
of fucked.
It's hard to not be Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. Yeah. Marshall Mathers LP.
I knew you were going to say that.
Huge fan of Marshall Mathers LP.
I know.
Mostly just because I've listened to it most of my life.
Yeah.
More of my life I've listened to it than not.
Yeah, that's a good.
And if I
reason.
can't think of an album to put on, I'll probably end up putting that on.
Yeah.
And if I haven't listened to it for a while, I'm even more psyched to put it on. I remember my dad showing me that because I'd heard Stan and Hi, My Name Is
Right.
and Guilty Conscience at a school disco at my junior school when I was like 9. You could bring your own CDs in for the DJ to play, but you couldn't bring anything that had a parental advisory sticker on it.
Oh, right, okay.
But everyone had to bring in their CD with a sticker on it to say whose it was. And some smart fucking kid put his name over the top of the parental advisory and had Guilty Conscience playing.
Sweet. He's in Mensa now.
Yeah. I'd imagine he's like probably sucking dick for cracking a ditch, but legend to this day.
That's pretty clever.
Legend.
Yeah.
I was dressed as one of the characters from Guilty Conscience at that disco because it was a fancy dress disco.
I don't know what that is.
You know the song Guilty Conscience?
No.
You don't know the song Guilty Conscience?
Is it Eminem?
Yeah, Eminem and Dre.
Remind me.
Meet Eddie, 24 years old. I don't think that's how old he is. After meeting a friend at a rave party, things start getting hot and heavy in an upstairs bedroom.
Nah.
Once again, his conscience comes into play.
Nope.
That is fucking bang on. All right, stop. Now, before you walk through the door of this liquor store and try to get money out the drawer, you better think of the consequences. Who are you? I'm your motherfucking conscience. That's nonsense.
Nah.
I can't believe you don't know that.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Just to put your mind at rest, I didn't dress up as Dre. I was definitely as Eminem. And I wasn't the only kid dressed up as Eminem from Guilty Conscience at that disco.
Of course you weren't. It was the 90s.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Hi, My Name Is. I'd heard those. Then when Stan came out, my dad bought Marshall Mathers LP. And he was like, we have to listen to this in the car. And he listened to it so much. And my dad like mostly listened to like 80s dance music, a lot of like 60s and 70s stuff that he loved. And then this was just out the blue, just loved Eminem.
All right. My next question was, did your dad like hip hop? No.
No.
Just Eminem.
No, but he did, but he wouldn't have said he did.
Right.
Like he loved Sugar Hill Gang. Rapper's Delight.
Yeah.
Loved that. Like if we went to a disco, he'd be playing the 7-minute version. Fuck all you hoes. I'm playing everyone's part of this song.
Sick.
I love that. And yeah, so he would play that. And then I started playing it over and over again. I think just listening to Kill You off that album, the second track, I was just like, holy shit, what is this? Made my ears eargasm.
I suppose as like a teenager, it's like
I was like, holy shit.
perfect, like aggressive.
It was
Fuck
absolutely
all kind of shit.
Yeah, it was perfect for the time that this guy's happy to say that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the rest of the album is just incredible. Makes me get
So you've got Rumours, Marshall Mathers LP. Fucking hell.
yeah.
Anything else?
It's hard trying to like definitely because there's albums that I listened to a lot that Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory,
Okay.
definitely in there for me. Love that album from start to finish.
Yeah.
In my 3 CD changer that I had when I was a kid, it had Marshall Mathers LP in it, Hybrid Theory, and Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water. And it used to randomly turn on in the middle of the night. So I'd wake up just to hearing Paper Cut as the first song on Hybrid Theory, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Fucking hell, I forgot about that.
That would just randomly come on in the middle of the night and just start playing that loud. Well, I may as well put Limp Bizkit in there as well now then.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Is that a good album?
What? You should definitely listen to it. It's good fun. It's definitely good fun.
Would I like it now as an adult?
Probably not.
Who hasn't got any nostalgia.
A lot of this is for nostalgia.
Oh, yeah. Most people's favourite albums are because of nostalgia. Pretty much all of mine are.
You're going to be able to reel these off so much better because your memory is great, whereas mine's terrible. I'd probably put AC/DC Back in Black in there because it's just quality. What other Metallica ones could I piss you off with?
Oh, Christ.
I don't think I've listened to any Metallica albums outside of S&M.
Good.
The live one with the orchestra. I thought that was banging.
I just hate James Hetfield.
I find it very difficult to want to pigeonhole myself into these albums.
I don't know why you're definitely thinking about way too much.
Yeah, Dre 2001's 100%
There you go,
in there.
see?
Easily.
Just albums you like.
Okay, just albums I like.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's definitely in my top 10 anyway. Dre 2001's quality.
That's a great album.
Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg is fucking brilliant. One of the best hip-hop albums ever.
Yeah.
100%.
I definitely disagree.
Wrong. You're incorrect.
I'm just going to put that out. I'm just going to put this out there. I don't think Snoop Dogg is like that good.
No. Wrong. Just wrong.
Like, obviously he's great. He's legendary, you know. But like, I think as far as rappers go,
He might be one of my favourite people alive. I fucking love Snoop
I would agree
Dogg.
with that. I'd agree he's one of my favourite people. He's fucking hilarious.
On that album, Doggy Style, as well, was the first album that any rapper ever did a cover of another rapper's song. Because he did La Di Da Di, which was a Slick Rick song.
Yeah.
That's
Do
the
you
first
remember
one.
when he murdered someone?
No.
Nobody remembers that.
No. There was a song called Murder Was the Case That They Gave Me, and everyone just went, yeah, that's fine.
And now who's he best mates with now? He's best mates with that fucking, who is it? Female chef.
Oh, yeah. Motherfucker. I know there'll be people listening to this screaming it straight away as well.
I can't remember at all. But you know what I mean? He's best mates with her, whoever she is.
Martha Stewart?
Yeah,
Is
that
it
might be
Martha
it. Yeah,
Stewart?
I think that's it.
I
swear
reckon
that's
so.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
He's best mates with her. He's on panel shows constantly. He's presenting bear shit.
He's on the Just Eat advert.
So, yeah, fucking Just Eat advert. And I'm like, he is a murderer. He murdered a guy. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, this is mad.
And so did Caitlyn Jenner and still won Woman of the Year.
I'm totally for it. Like,
What, killing people?
not killing people, but like, you know, having a life after murdering someone.
Yeah.
But like, it's just mad to think when you think about his controversy when he started, which was murder and being part of death row and shit. And now he's doing the Just Eat advert. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking, it's crazy.
The juxtaposition is massive.
That's what I mean.
On Just Eat as well, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you can get a discount off his new album if you put in Just Eat 10.
Sweet.
If that is the right code,
Snoop Dogg knows what he's
then
doing.
I'm on Just Eat too much. Far too much.
You know the discount code for Snoop's album
On Just Eat.
from being on Just Eat.
Yeah.
it's pretty
That's
spectacular.
how much I'm on Just Eat.
Fat shit. You should go on a diet.
I am going to go on a diet.
Are you?
Yeah. Somewhere. I hope it's some sort of wasting disease would be ideal. So I have to put any effort in to just slowly deteriorate, get better at my ideal weight, and then that'll be good.
Just take up like a drug addiction.
That's good thinking. Not weed though. Weed makes you eat too much.
Not
It
weed.
needs to be something that doesn't make
I mean,
you
you've
want
already
to eat.
smoked weed for many years.
Not anymore.
I hope your kids are listening.
They won't be listening to this. At least I hope they don't.
Daddy gets high.
Like we said earlier, all the things in this are mostly jokes and not serious.
Have you done any other drugs?
Yeah.
What have you done?
Coke,
What's that like?
great.
Okay.
It was more used as like a tool than anything. Fucking knocking this shit all about here. I used to use it as a tool. I'm going to sink lower. It makes it easier to get this microphone near my mouth.
And look fatter.
Yeah, that's a point. I'm going to sit up. Then it'll look like I've been on a diet.
Yeah. Oh, Kier, you look so slim.
Oh, thank you. I've been doing my butt busters every day.
Coke, how is it?
I'd only really get it when I was drunk.
Okay.
If I got drunk, then I'd be like, yeah, let's get some coke. That's a great idea. Because only drunk minds think that.
Yeah.
Or if you're really like steaming, this is not an advert to do coke, by the way. Don't do drugs. But if you are going to, if you're really, really drunk, couple lines just puts you back at a good level again. Just puts you at a really nice level. Just to be able to stay out drinking.
I've heard people say, like, yeah, you get wasted, you take the coke, and it kind of like
it's so shameful.
stops the dizziness and the
yeah,
shade.
yeah, just puts you back in the room again.
Yeah.
And then you start telling everyone your business ideas, your cheeks are sore because you're chewing on them.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You get really happy.
Know any of this.
You get really happy with the sound of your own voice.
Ugh.
And you can't stop talking. That's the most frustrating part. 'Cause you wake up the next morning, you're like, man, I was talking a lot. And I don't know what I was saying. And I'm sure half of it was crap that someone didn't want to listen to.
Do you know what's happened to me multiple times? Like, multiple times this has happened to me. I've been socializing with people who I don't normally, like, have fluid conversations with, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
People I find, like, you know, they're a bit awkward and stuff. And then I've socialized with them on a specific event or whatever. And then they've been super chatty and nice and friendly. And I've been like, wow. And then I've walked away and, like, audibly said to people, it was really nice tonight talking to them. And they've went, oh, they were on gear. And I was like, fuck's sake. So the reason I enjoyed their company is because they were off their fucking tits on coke.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really annoying.
It's so shameful as well. Because you get home, like after a night out, you're fucking wired. Like your head doesn't want to shut down whatsoever.
Yeah.
You just start feeling like a bit sad because the come down on it's not nice either. You feel like a bag of shit because you're just thinking about all the dumb stuff you've said. You know, right? And you think, oh, the only way I can get to sleep is if I just bust one out, just have a quick one, a little wank, get myself to sleep. You think that, and then your dick is just terrible. Just terrible dick.
I was say, isn't it like
zero chance of coming?
You can't come and
nothing.
So it's hard to get erections, isn't it?
It's harder, but I've got 100% success rate. So if the kids are listening, that's their problem now. But yeah, absolutely no comment on it.
Nice.
I've only ever done it sober once. And it's
you weren't sober.
After all, yeah, I mean, like I started sober.
I know what you meant.
Why didn't you say that then?
It's a joke. What else have you done? Coke, weed, anything else?
Mushrooms.
You said you liked that.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Fucking hippie.
Genuinely one of my favourite things I've ever done.
Jesus.
It was incredible. Like, if we're going to go substance-wise, fucking awesome.
Where does it on the scale of having a child and mushrooms?
Having a child on mushrooms would be something else. You'd be like, holy shit, where the fuck is that person
I
coming
wonder
from?
how many people have done that. So many people have done
So
that.
many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Throughout history, tons. Yeah, mushrooms was awesome. But I think that's the kind of thing you want to do rarely.
Okay.
I don't think if you did it all the time, I think it would be really shit. I think you just want to do it occasionally.
I'm just going to put this out there. When I meet people who are like, I do mushrooms all the time, I know.
Yeah.
Like, you know. You can just
But that's, yeah, you don't want to
converse with someone and then they're like, oh, yeah, I microdose or I do mushrooms all the time. And I'm just like, I can tell.
Microdosing looks fun. I did some speed when I was a kid.
Speed?
Yeah.
Jesus. When you're a kid, how old?
16, 17 or something.
Fucking hell. Speed.
But I was steaming when I did it. See, a lot of it is just drunk ideas, being like, oh, this would be a good time.
Someone passes you some
Yeah.
gateway
And
drugs.
bombed it, which is like the longest way for it to get into your system.
What does that mean?
Put it in a Rizzler and swallowing it.
What?
You put it in a Rizzler, tie it up, and then swallow it.
Ugh.
But I fell asleep before it kicked in. So that was a waste of time.
Nice.
Did half an ecstasy pill.
Half.
That was when I was much younger, probably 15, 16. Jesus. Again, though, I was too drunk to really notice the difference. And then later that night, I saw someone who had had too many of them, and I thought, fuck me, I'm glad I'm not doing that, because that looks terrible. Just eyes like solid black, and he was just thirsty all day. Just like, I need some water. Give me some water. And then people drown, because if people do like pills, apparently you can like drown by drinking too much water. What
the fuck?
Because it makes you feel thirsty, you can drink too much water, and that's a problem too. Oh. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, wait, you can die of dehydration and overhydration. I'm good. Like
You can't die of overhydration, surely.
drowning,
But no, that's not overhydration.
choking on a cocoa
that's
butter bottle.
inhaling water.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're drinking water on ecstasy and breathing it in.
Are you telling me that this thing that I've believed for over half my life is about to be ruined?
I mean, I'm not I don't know. I'm just saying, it doesn't sound like you could definitely overhydrate, but not like to instant death. It's not like
I don't think it's instant.
you're on your 100th glass and you're like, oh God, I'm feeling really full right now.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite like that.
Yeah.
I don't even.
You can get overhydrated. I know that for yeah. I've heard of that.
I
I've
spend
heard it
most
like
of my-
fuck your insides and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you just flooded it.
Yeah, like too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same guy, not doing great now. Just carried on with that rave life and did a lot of drugs for many, many years and
Nice.
he's fucking like a feral creature now.
Shout him out.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. I think.
Yeah. You just called him a feral creature.
There's people that will be listening to this that'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's so.
They'll be like, oh yeah, I know that guy very well. Yeah.
Anything else?
Tramadol.
Oh, that doesn't fucking count.
Even a straight edge does tramadol, right?
I've never took tramadol.
Can you?
No. If I got prescribed it, I would. There are some straight edge people who wouldn't even do any prescription drugs. I am not one of them. I'd obviously avoid certain ones.
Yeah.
Like when I had my teeth took out a few months ago, I had codeine for it. Like paracetamol codeine. And I smashed them. And
How was that?
They were great. They fucking helped because my mouth was fucking killing.
Yeah.
I did not deal well with it. I barely slept because I had toothache. Like, I fucking hate toothache. I think toothache is up there with, like, one of the worst pains. It's not painful. It's fucking irritating. Like, you can't function when you've got toothache.
Yeah,
It's like, all
it's
you
rough.
fucking think about is that. And it's like, the main time I took it, like, I didn't sleep, but that didn't bother me. I was like, I'll just fucking set my phone. It was when I was tattooing. I'd take a codeine in the morning, it'd get me through the morning, and then, like, mid-tattoo, it'd start just go like, yeah, and I'd just be like, fuck. And I'd literally start to feel my head just like kind of, oh. I'd be trying to tattoo and like, fuck, I just couldn't concentrate. So I had to like smash another codeine. And it's the only thing that helped.
What's it like being sober all the time?
Fucking easy. Fine. It's not
Was it easy at the beginning?
at all. No. It was shit.
Because when you stopped, it was like peak, do everything time.
I was 18, yeah.
Yeah, you stopped literally at the point where people start,
Yep.
which is wild.
Yeah. The only thing is that I didn't socialise with people my age that much. I socialised with people older than me.
Yeah.
But I was in hardcore, so a lot of my friends were straight edge. So it was very easy. Like, when I first went straight edge, the last time I drank was my 18th, you know that. Got horrendously drunk. Probably alcohol poisoning. Was hung over for 2 days, being violently sick. And I literally said, like, I'm never drinking again. And it was like, I remember my birthday's January 2nd. It was January 11th was when I went, I think I'm going to go straight edge. Like, I'm going to claim straight edge from today. Like, I'm done with it. That's my
January
decision.
11th?
11th, yeah. It's like 10 days later.
One.
Yep.
What year was it?
2011.
Wait, yeah, because so it's
10
going to
years
be
this year.
11111, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't do that on purpose.
I
but yeah.
bet you did.
I genuinely did.
You were a boring cunt. You'd have definitely done that on purpose. It'd have been like 10th of January. It'd be like, oh, tomorrow's 1111. In that seedy voice.
I definitely didn't. I remember just suddenly just clicking and just going, I'm gonna definitely go straight edge now. I think between my 18th and that, I think I went for a pint. So there's somewhere in that week window I went for a pint with Tom.
Yeah.
And then I remember we had a pint, I had a couple more, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to do this, man. Didn't say that to him. And then I remember it was like 12th or 13th, I went for a pint with him, and I had a pint of Coke, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm done drinking. Like, that's me. And he was a heavy drinker, so he was like, oh. But he was like, cool, whatever. Like, he was a very supportive friend. He wasn't a dick.
Oh, my friends weren't like that.
Mate, all my other friends were dicks.
Yeah.
One of my friends spiked me.
Great.
Sick guy. Fuck that cunt. Yeah, he literally...
Good friends now then? Yeah.
No, I hate him.
Yeah.
Wish him very ill.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
He was a prick in general. Like, he was generally a prick.
Before the spiking.
Yeah. He was an arsehole. He was just a fucking wind-up merchant, annoying cunt. steal your girl kind of guy.
Oh, great.
The minute you like a girl, he's like, I'm going to try and get with that. And it's like, oh, great, I've been chatting to her. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to try and chat with her.
Snaking. That's what we used to call that. Snake someone.
He was just an arsehole. And then, we were on a night out. I was drinking Coke. And then he just kept like pouring shots in my drink.
Do you not notice that?
Well, no, because I just put my drink on the side. I wasn't holding it.
But a pint of Coke, if you put a shot of something in it, you'd probably taste it.
No, that's what happened. That's what
right.
happened. I didn't even drink it. I smelt it and went like, who's put something in my drink? And he was like, I was like, oh, fucking great, I can't drink that now. And then he'd be like, oh, just drink it, stop being fucking... And I was like, oh, fucking hell.
I stopped drinking halfway through a stag do.
What?
When I stopped drinking,
Yeah.
it's like 2.5 years. I stopped drinking halfway through a stag do.
It's a good time to do it.
Yeah. I was in Newcastle. We've been drinking from like 9 in the morning. Had some other extracurricular activities going on.
Oh.
And from very early on. And it got to like 2 o'clock and I was just a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Like, not like steaming because obviously everything else balanced it out. So like, I wasn't wrecked, but I was just like, I'm fucking old. I want to go have a little sleepies. Get 2-hour power nap. And I was like, 2-hour power nap and I'll be back out for the rest of the night. Just leave me to it. And they were like, nah, you're not sleeping, mate. Like in the hotel room with me, you're not sleeping. I was like, right, if you just let me sleep for a bit, I'll be out for the rest of the night. I went back out. I felt like dog shit going back out. And then at about 9:30, I was like, I'm going to go back to the hotel room, knowing full well I was just going to get on a train and go home. I went back to the hotel room, walked in the door, packed my stuff, went straight to the train station.
Jesus.
This was in Newcastle.
Nice.
So yeah, went and got on the train. The train didn't come for an hour. So I was just sat feeling like shit in a train station with drunk people everywhere. And then, yeah, just got a nice train ride home. I was asleep on the train and then people just kept waking me up. Like a group of girls woke me up and went, oh, mate, does this train go to Wakefield? I'm not the fucking conductor. I'm trying to sleep. I was clearly asleep. And they're trying to wake me up. And I got back home and I was just like, I feel like dog shit about this whole thing. About the drinking, the extracurricular activities. I was like, this just isn't for me. I'm not arsed with this anymore. And yeah, I was just like, I'm done. And
When you were a teenager, sorry, this is completely random. When you were a teenager, did anyone ever tell you that on like buses and trains, people aren't allowed to wake you if you're asleep?
What?
Like ticket checkers.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
They're not just people in general.
They're not allowed to touch you. So they're not allowed to go, like, excuse me.
Yeah.
They're allowed to go, like, excuse me, sir, excuse me. But if you pretend to be asleep, they're not allowed to touch you. So they have to just walk on.
Really?
I don't know if it's true because I got told this and I went, sweet. Every train I got, I was like... But the worst bit is that obviously I would see them coming and go, all right, cool, go sleep. Just pretend you're asleep. And then they come over and go, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. And I'd be like, oh, fuck, I've ruined it. And I'd just be like, yes, you got a ticket? No. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, fuck. I was so bad at it because, like, as soon as you know they're shouting at you, your instant reaction is like laugh, smile, just do anything because you're just like, oh, I've got to pretend to be asleep. Don't.
You had a big smile on your face.
Yeah. Just suddenly they come over and just like,
I used to have a friend who used to hide in the toilets when they came round.
yeah. That's a good one, to be fair.
Just a long day, like on a train, just every half hour.
I
just
know
go
people
sit
that
in
used
the
to
toilet.
spend train journeys in toilets to avoid the fares. Like entire train journeys. They just go sit in the toilet, sit on the phone.
I prefer to pay for it than sit in a toilet.
Same. Train toilets as well.
Yeah,
They
the
never
worst.
smell good.
The worst.
Yeah. Should we wrap this up?
Yep. Yeah, fucking hell, that time went quick. That went well fast, didn't it?
Lots of drugs, trains. Can't remember anything before drugs.
And we didn't talk about tattooing again.
Fuck!
Fuck you. Fuck everyone. Bye!